Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of Talking Sports. I am Maxi, and welcome. And if you're the first time joining us, you can always, uh, you know, you can always, subscribe, and anytime that any of my video comes up, you'll be able to see it live. So you're welcome live right here. Once again, let me inform you that the Super Eagles of Nigeria played with the Zimbabwean national team earlier today, which was the March 25th, 2025, at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. And of course, if you saw that match, you'll be able to know the score by now. If you didn't watch it, just stay tuned as I go on through these highlights, and you'll be able to get the full details how the match went. Okay, so the first half of the match was very interesting. Both sides were almost getting getting a goal. If you have seen the game, so some of the things that I noticed during the game was that the Super Eagles were somehow in control, you know, in the first half, but missed a lot of chances during the game. And I noticed that I know, you know, passing was not too accurate. It was the number two man who wasn't too accurate in his passing. And what else did I see? There was too much dribbling, dribbling towards the um, outside of the 18-yard box. You don't do too much dribbling. All you have to do in that situation, you pass the ball to Osime, or you pass the ball to Lukman, that is on the left hand flank. I also noticed that the Super Eagles were using the left flank more than they were using uh, the right hand, side of the pitch, and the man on the right, the player on the right was always waiting, for the ball, and he never got it. And once the ball got into the midfield, instead of distributing the ball from left to right and center, the ball gets both to the left flank and back to the middle and towards the goal. The right flank was not well utilized during the game. And what else do I see uh, during Osima was able to get the goal in the 73rd minutes of the second half. He missed a couple of chances there uh, in the 18-yard box. And unfortunately, the Zimbabwean national team got the equalizer at almost 90 minutes of the game during the second half, uh, due to a run of playing by the captain. In such a situation, you cannot run behind uh, behind a striker. If you're running behind a striker, forget it. Uh, you're playing with some with a situation where that there be possible as a goal if the um, goalkeeper is not fortunate to get the ball. So that was a very difficult one there for the Super Eagles. Um, don't forget the Super Eagles next scheduled match would be a friendly one coming up against the Russia national team. That will be in July 6th this year, 2025. And the next competition for the World Cup qualifying series will be in September 1st, with the uh, Rwanda national team, followed by the South Africa in that month of September, September 8th to be precise, and and then Lesotho. Lesotho is in October, and the Republic of Benin national team, October 13th, uh, before the Cup of Nations coming up in December this year. Some of the things that I would like to mention is that the Super Eagles, they in a very dicey situation because they've lost a couple of matches when Finidi was their coach, and I think uh, uh, the the Nigerian Football Association uh, made some kind of a boo boo, picking Finidi to be the coach for the Super Eagles. I don't know what they were thinking to have picked. No, Finidi. Maybe they thought that because he was a player, then maybe he might use his skills, to teach. Whereas it blew on their face because his style of coaching wasn't what made the standard of the Super Eagles, and they lost some of the matches that they're supposed to win, and that was a devastating one, and that's why we heard that Osimhen was very angry with Finidi, and he was asked to leave, the coaching job, which he did, and there was uh, there was no some kind of rosy feelings in that situation. So if the Super Eagles, gonna come out victorious in this World Cup qualifying series, they have a lot to do. From their group, the group that they in, they in with uh, South Africa. Uh, South Africa is on top of their group. They got Rwanda in the group. They have Lesotho and Benin Republic national team. So these are These are the fourth uh, group team that the Super Eagles uh, they with in the group. I think it's group C or something like that, and they need a lot of work to get to the top, at least to be in the second runners up, because I know the South Africa national team, they're on top of the chart right now, and they need plenty of work to do. And the coach Eric Chile has a lot of work to do. You know, maybe he's the one to revive this Super Eagles. Maybe because he came in at a dire situation. I know some of the African national teams that currently playing. Some teams had their coaches change. They have some coaching change. Libya had a coach change, and Senegal had their coach change. And maybe those teams that had their coach change, maybe they would do a miracle. Who knows? The players on the pitch will decide, you know, if they go ahead uh, to the next round or not. You know, what I was saying in regards to the lineup didn't change much. When I saw the lineup, just almost the same players that played with the Rwanda national team uh, featured in today's team with the Zimbabwe national team. And the players were Stanley Wambili, Olau Oluwa Aino, that was the number two man in the back, uh, Wilfred Ndidi, William Ikong was the captain, Ademola Lukman, Victor Oseme, forward, number nine, Samuel Chukwueze, Bright Osai Samuel, Moses Simon, Alex Iwobi, Kevin Basil. You know, these are the players that had played today. And like I said earlier, after the Rwanda game, I said that the coach, Eric Chile, has a lot of work to do to get some more players, you know, to include into this team that's currently playing, because this team that we have, I bet you not. I don't. They were gonna find it very difficult to make it to make it to the big dance. The big dance is the World Cup taking place in the US of A, and they're going to be having three locations: Canada and Mexico, and each of these countries matches will be played at different cities. Being in Atlanta, Georgia, Boston, Massachusetts, Dallas, Texas, Guadalajara, in I think in Mexico, Houston in the US of A, Kansas City here in the US of A, in Los Angeles, LA, and Toronto, New York, New Jersey locations. It's going to be a bubbling World Cup, and the Super Eagles wouldn't want to miss any of this action because if they do, just like the way they did the last time when they lost to the um, the Ghana Superstars when they had a 1-1 draw at the Abuja Stadium, that's going to be devastating. And they don't want to do that. They should come out firing. You don't dribble once you get to the 18-yard box. It's no way. Get your shooters out, get them to shoot directly to the goal. Get your forward liners, and Coach Eric should know what he's doing, should tell his boys what to do once they get to the 18. Dribbling, thinking you're going to get a penalty, is going to be difficult. Because Osimhen almost did that, thinking maybe he might get a penalty when he was brought down close to the 18-yard box. But the referee continues the game, then he got up to join the game. So we don't take chances, you know. I keep, you know, emphasizing that the uh, coach need some additional new players because this is critical. This World Cup qualifying series is critical, and the Super Eagles they have to make it to the US of A and be part, you know, of this dance, so that when they play good, they come to the dance. If they don't play good, unfortunately, it's going to be devastating, and they don't want to go through that, you know. So that's about that. Let me see if there's anything to add. Well, there's not much to add for now, and I wish the Super Eagles well in their you know quest to qualify for the World Cup. You know, so I want to see them defeat, at least get a point against the South African team, because I know the South African team they are very good, especially the goalkeeper. I watched him play the last World Cup and in the African Cup of Nations. He's very good. So that's a big big tax for the Super Eagles national team. If the coach of the Super Eagles can get more players, international players that he feels they're good to go, and some of the indigenous players, you know, bring them in, man. No, what are we waiting for? Because this particular team, I keep saying it's going to be difficult to make it. This particular team that played today, because I already thought that before the March started, I said this it was going to be 3-1 advantage Super Eagles. because the way they played the first game with the Rwanda national team, you know, I said, oh, it will be 3-1. Well, fortunately, it was a 1-1 draw, which is not good. They need a 3 point, and that 3 point, they should have it because the game was almost over. If they could have hang on to that 1-0, I would have given them 3 points and chasing the South Africa national team behind, at least to be a second runners up in the group. Talking about the NBA right now, the NBA is still playing their game for playoffs. The playoffs be coming soon. So as I speak, games are going on right now. So to know who would eventually be at what seed or what position, because they have almost about um, the 10 games, 11 games left to the end of this NBA season before the playoff begins. So right now the NBA is going on, and I think that's about it. And during the playoffs, I'll let you know what's going on. You know, so let's wish the Super Eagles a very good, a very good, very good luck in their uh, coming games, and let's see how the friendly match they're gonna play with the Russia. Let's see, what's gonna look like. And I would want the coach and his team to mix it up with some new players, some international players, and some indigenous players at home, and let's see how the chemistry goes. So when it gets into the real game of it, then they'll be able to know how to make adjustments and stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking should happen. And the just to end now, I would say that the NFA, the Nigerian Football Association, should know how they pick their coaches. They want indigenous coach or they want international coach, instead of switching every other match is being played. You don't know if the coach is going to be the coach to maintain the team. If the coach, maybe a coach lost 2 games out of 5, they're now thinking they want to change the coach. Can't do that. You know, the officials of the football association, you know, they have to know what they want. You know, you don't change coaches like you change you change players. You gotta be firm that this is the coach. This is who we need. This coach is the dream. Is gonna bring us the type of results that we're looking for. Not just you know because the person has a name, then you bring the person on board to come and coach. Coaching is not that easy to coach a team. especially a national team. It's not easy. You can't just bring somebody because they have a good name or they played before the national team. Whereas they were a player, they were not coaches. So you can't just bring somebody in to coach a national team. That's their fault. They have this fault in a long time. The best team that I've known that the Super Eagles have put together is the team with uh, the 1994 team, you know, with the captain. Uh, can't remember what the captain now is, but I have it. I have him in my head. You know, that squad was very good. You know, I think the '94. Then the team that played at the um, Olympics in Atlanta. They were the two strong team that I've seen the Super Eagles were able to put together. Other than that, all the other team they were like been struggling. They've been struggling hard, you know, to make it. The goalkeepers are good, you know, during days of fight, is good, and this present one also is good, you know. So that's about it for me. Thank you guys so much for tuning us in, and just uh, keep keep me in tune next time. Come your way again. It's been Maxi. Thank you for checking me out. I'll see you again in another time. Stay blessed. God bless you. Thank you. I'm out for now.